I was about 9 years old, and one day my father and mother and I went for a spazier. That's just a nameless walk, a stroll. We used to do that after dinner. And we walked, and on the corner of my street, there was an empty store. It had been empty for years, it seemed to me. It was, I thought of it as a haunted place. And we walked up to that store, and I looked through the window, and I saw boys and girls dancing, horrors, dancing in circles. And I felt there was something going on in that room that was something I needed to help to be part of. But I couldn't walk in. I didn't belong there. It was a club of some sort. And they all were wearing blue shirts with white strings here. And I saw them, and I thought about them. And for about a month, I used to look through the window. And then one day they were gone. And I felt like I'd lost something. And about 2 months later, I was walking way down on Sutter Avenue, way out of my neighborhood. And I see people with blue shirts and white going upstairs into a building. So I followed them up. And it was them again. They had moved. And they became my life. That was a Zionist organization, very left-wing. And I had all new friends then. And I lived my life there. The Young Guard. On a Saturday night, we would go on by train to Manhattan, and we waited till the plays were half through. People go out into the street during the theater, and especially if it was a play that had been on for a while, then we go into the theater and hold back until we could see what seats were empty and see the second half of every single thing on Broadway. And before that, we'd go to Rappaport's restaurant on the Lower East Side, because if you went in there and you ordered a cup of coffee, you had access to a big metal bin full of onion rolls. And so there'd be 8 of us, and one would order coffee, and the rest of us would grab all the rolls, and they never said a word to us, So we all had rolls to eat. That was enough, And we could go into the city and have a wonderful time in Manhattan, see a play, walk around, eat rolls, and go home. And the whole thing was the cost of a subway ticket, So that was an activity. We used to go to summer camp together up in the Catskill Mountains. We had a big summer camp, and I loved going there every year. And mostly we had classes on Zionism, on Marxism. We read Das Kapital from Karl Marx, of course, and we had to learn about dialectical materialism, But we also learned Hebrew songs and Yiddish songs, and talked about Israel. And we also had something known as shlichim, a couple who would come from Israel for 2 years to be with us and to inculcate us into Israeli life. And they were magical people. They were really wonderful. There was a new kind of a Jew, not like my mother, not my father, but people who had lived and worked in a farm and had muscles, and somehow, and didn't wear makeup and had a purpose in life. And I was really mesmerized. I wanted to be just like them. All of us spoke Yiddish, seemed to most of us, because most of us were kids of parents who had come from the old country. So Yiddish was a common thing. We sang in Yiddish songs, Yiddish folk songs. I remember one girl from California, Shoshana, who taught me how to eat my first avocado. And she sang the song Margarit Kalach. It's a wonderful Yiddish folk song. I'd never heard it before for some reason. And I loved her because she sang so beautifully, and I love that song. I still do to this day. And so we learned Yiddish songs, we learned Russian songs, communist songs. We sang Italian communist songs of Antipopolo, and we also made fun of the American government. Goodbye America, goodbye forever. We are off to Palestine because we are so clever. Things like that. Goodbye Yankee fashions, the hell with your depressions. And things like that. So it was a sort of a very renegade kind of group. We were doing very brave things, we thought. But the idea was we would all go live in a kibbutz and be farmers and milk cows and spend our lives rebuilding the Jewish people. That was our goal.